So let us look at the what? The circuit divide rule, which is deal with what? We use for determination of current and voltage in a given component. And it's divided into two parts. We have what? Voltage divider rule and current divider rule. So let's treat it. Circuit divider that was rule. So the circuit divider rule, this is used to determine the amount of current, and voltage in a given component without knowing those amounts in other components. And there are two types of circuit divider rule. Two types circuit what? Divider rule. The first type is we have what? Voltage divider rule. The second one is current divider rule. So let's take it one after the other. So I would like to start from what? The voltage divider rule. Voltage divider rule. So what? The voltage divider rule, the voltage divider rule. Voltage was divider what? Rule helps to calculate the output voltage across a component in a series circuit. In a what? Series circuit. So the voltage divider rule is always applied to the what? A series circuit. Let us look at these circuits we have here. If we have electrical circuit in this form, this is what? The voltage. Here we have first resistor, the second resistor, Then we have what? The third resistor. So here, the voltage, this is R what? R1, R2, R3. This voltage in this circuit is V total. But the voltage drop for this circuit what? Resistor R1 is V1. The voltage drop in circuit R2, we call it V2. The voltage drop for circuit what? R3, call it V3. And this is what? The same current pass through the what? The three resistor. So from this expression, do you know that is what? We can say the resistors in series, the total resistors in the circuit will be what? R1 plus R2 plus R3. You can call it what? Equation 1. As for total what? Resistor. The total voltage in this circuit, Vt, will be what? V1, V2, V3. You can call it what? Equation 2. If you now ask, what is the voltage drop or the output voltage of R1? The output voltage for R1 from voltage what? Dividers what? Rule. So the voltage divider rule states that what? The output voltage for what? For V1, V what? V1, it will be equal to the total voltage into brackets what? R resistor for the R what? R1 over what? The total resistor in the what? In the circuit. So this is the what? The output voltage for what? For V1. But we can also change it to be in this form. V1 should be equal to the what? Total voltage will be resistance of V1 over what? R1 plus R2 plus R3. Is still the same. So we can call it what? Equation what? 3. But if we are looking for the voltage drop at R2, the output, our output is what? R2, voltage drop, V2 equal to what? V total into what? R2 over what? R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is the formula for it. We call it what? Equation 4. Let me remove this curve. Call it equation 3. For V3, the voltage, the output voltage at 3 is V total should be what? R3 over what? R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is what? Equation 5. So if so, let us solve questions on this voltage dividers rule. If you are asked to what? Calculate. Let me call it example 1. Calculate the current flowing through current flowing through the circuit through the circuit below and determine and what determine the voltage across the R2. We are given this circuit below. This circuit below, we can call this one what? 5 ohms. We have this should be 10 ohms. And here we have a cell of 30 volts. Let's solve it together. For this kind of question, solution, we have has to find the what? The current. We are given that what? Potential difference is 30 watts, 30 volts. And this, let's call this one R1, this one R2. Determine the voltage across R2. This, so R1 is what? Is 5 ohms. R2 is what? 10 ohms. What is total resistor in series? It will be 5 ohms plus 10 ohms. Altogether, we have 15 ohms. Good. We are looking for the current, which is what? I. You can now say what? Using Ohm's law, V equal to the what? I have. So the V here will be what? What is I? Unknown. Make I hear a formula here. I will be what? V over what? R. What is V? V is 30 what? Volts. What is R? R is 15. So divide it, we have 2 ampere. That should be the what? Our current. The second point is what? Determine the voltage across the R2. So to know the voltage across the what? R2, can I say what? Voltage across the R2 using voltage divider rule. Voltage across the I2 will be what? V2. V total will be what? R resistor of R2 of the voltage 2 over what? R1 plus R2. Good. So V2 will be this. What is total resistor? We are given is 30 volts. What is R2? We have 10. What is what? The total resistance, we have what? 15. So by doing that, 15 year 1, 15 year 2, we have final answer should be what? V this. It will be 1, 2, 20 volts. You will now have what? Total resistance as this will be 20 what? 20 volts. So that is what? the voltage across the what? R2. If voltage across the R2 is 20 volts, what will be the voltage across the R1? Subtract 20 from 30, the R1 will be what? Will be 10. So let's solve two or more questions on voltage divider rule. So let us solve this question. Number 2, you will see that the first question here, they gave us diagram. This one is the word problem. We are asked to determine the what? Solution. Determine a voltage divider circuit with output of 8 volts. So our output is 8 volts. Abi, output voltage is 8 volts. Good. What is total voltage of the battery? The total voltage of the battery is what? 16 volts. Yes. And the current in the circuit is 8.0 milliampere. Convert it to the ampere to give us what? 8.08 ampere. So, and you know that is what? To know the determine the way the other output, determine the way the other circuits with output of this. So here we are looking for the what? Resistors of the what? Of the circuit. Looking for the resistor of the circuit. We are given voltage. Check the formula now. This and the resistor is what? Or what? Unknown. So we can know our resistor by doing this using the resistor R. R total is unknown. Using V equal to the what? I have. So the resistor, which is R total, will be V over what? Over I. What is V from the question? Total, V total is 16. What is what? The sorry, you are R, yes. What is current given? Current given is 0. What? 0.8 ampere. So let me find the resistor by dividing 0.8, 16 divided by what? 0.08 to give us what? 200. So here we have what? 200 ohms as total what? Resistor. If our total resistor is what? 200 ohms, what will be the what? The output, our given output voltage, Abi? Can I say what? Using a voltage what? Divider rule, we say that what? Output voltage is equal to the what? V total into the what? R1 over R1 plus what? R2. If we apply this, I believe supposed to get our what? Answer. This R1 plus R2 is R total. So let me change it to R what? Total in series over R what? Total resistor that we get here. Then substitute for each value. What is the output voltage? Output is what? Is 6. E is 8 volts. Good. V total is what? 16. Then the R1, this is what we are looking for. And this one will be what? 2 or what? 100. So by doing that, take this to other side. We have 18 over what? 16 will be equal to the what? R1 over what? 200. Here 1, here 16. We have 0. What? 5. into the R1 over 200, come multiply R1 is equal to the what? 0.5 multiplied by 200. Yes, you now have R total should be what? Or what? 100 ohm. So if R1 is 100 ohm, the R2 will also be what? 100 what? 100 ohm. Because R total is what? Is 200. So if you have to draw the circuit, this is how the circuit will what? Will look. This is what? So we have, so the current that's flowing in the circuit, we are given the current which is what? Is 0.08 ampere. So the what? The resistor here is 100 ohms. Resistor here is also what? 100 what? Ohms. And the voltage here is 16 volts. Voltage drop here for output. Yes, the voltage drop for the output, we are given is 16. So the voltage for this one is what? 8. If this one is 8 volts, what happened to the what? To the V2 here. Subtract this. V2 is also what? 8 volts. This will be the what? The circuits. So let me add one more question. Can you see this question? 3. Design a voltage divider circuit with an output of 12 volts and output of what? 12 volts and a current of 500 milliamp, 50 milliampere using a 20-volt battery. You can see that is what? This question is almost the same with what? With this. Please, don't let me solve it. Help me to what? To solve it and put your answer on the comment section. For current divider rules, the total current, or for parallel resistors, total current is divided among the individual components. So for the current dividers rule, the total current is divided among the individual what? Components. Let me say by having this circuit in this form. Let me say this is a what? A saw. This is a saw that have no, sorry, let me change it to this form. If we have a circuit in this form with a saw like this, and here we have two resistors here, we have another resistor here, come back at this point, then to form the what? Circuit back. This is R1, R2. The current leave this place now. So the current that flow up here, get to this point, the junction here, it will split like this to have I what? I1 and to have what? I2. I've done it in Ketchup. So for the what? Current divider. So from this expression, you can find the resistance, total resistance here. The total resistance here will be what? 1 over R1 plus 1 over what? R2. So the total resistance here will be what? LCM is R1, sorry, 1 over half, 1 over half. So R1, R2 will be R1 plus what? R2. By remove the reciprocate, the total resistance will give us what? R1 R2 over what? R1 plus R2. This is the what? Expression for total what? Resistance in this circuit. If it's this expression for it from Ohm's law, V equal to the what I have. So what happened? The V total here will be equal to the what? The current total and R what? Total. What is R total? Is this? We now have voltage total will be equal to current I total into bracket what? What do we have here? R1 plus R2. Sorry, we have R1, R2 over what? R1 plus what? R2. Good. For me to have this kind of expression, like this. So if I'm looking for what? This is the voltage we have here. Looking for R what? R1. So you will now say what? This V, V1, you know the what? I1, R what? R1. So from this expression, I1 will be what? V, V1. No, don't worry. Yes, from this expression like this. Okay, you can help me to what? To substitute for this P here. The voltage we have here, put one here. So by putting it there, you now have what? I R1 will be equal to the what? Current total. Yes, and into bracket what? I1 R2 over R1 plus R what? R2. This one is current total. Current. So we are looking for the what? The current divide here at R1. So the R1 is what? Let's say what? Current total over R what? R1. Sorry, I divide this R1 into bracket what? R1 R2 over R1 plus R2. So this R1 cancel this R1. So the current that divides, that pass through the R what? R1 is I1 will be current total into what? Resistor R2 over what? R1 plus R2. This is equation 2 that we can use to find the what? The current in what? In a resistor 1. But for I2, it will be what? Current total into R1 over R1 plus R2. Equation 3. Whenever you are asked to find the what? The current dividers, you apply this formula. Let me give you one question here to solve under the current divider rule or on current divider rule. Yes, take this question. Determine the resistance R which makes I equal to 2 millimeter ampere in the circuit below. Look at the circuit. This place is galvanometer that read the current of 6 milliampere. Here we have 2 kilo ohms. Here we have R. This is the circuit. There's no need for you to disturb yourself here. Just write solution. After that, apply the words, the rules. We saying that what the current in I2 will be I total over what? Resistance of R1 over R1 plus R2. Good. Determine the what? The resistance. I made this. So what is the current of I2? Resistance. This is what we are looking for. This is the current. Current is what? 2 milliampere. What of I total? I total is 6 milliampere into bracket what? What is R1? R1 is 2 kilo ohms. Everything over what? 2 kilo ohms plus R. So this cancel this. Good. Yes. 2 year 1, 2 year 3. Abi, I can say what? Uh, 2 over 6 will be equal to 2 kilo ohms over what? 2 kilo ohms plus R in what? In ohms. So here we have 1 over what? 3 equal to the what? 2k ohms over 2k what? Ohms plus R what? Ohms. Easy. Cross multiply. We have what? 6k ohms equal to what? 2k ohms plus R ohms. Collect the like times. 6k what? Ohms minus 2k ohms equal to the what? R in ohms. Here we have 4k ohms equal to the what? R ohms. Therefore, R in ohms. Therefore, our resistor will be what? 4k watts ohms. So that is how we use what? Current divider rule. So let us solve this question. 2. Solution. We are given the current. Now, a circuit has 2 resistors parallel to each other. This. Our R1 is 4 ohms. R2 is 6 ohms. The total current is 10 ampere. Calculate the current in each resistor, which is what? Current I1 is unknown. Current I2 is what? Unknown. So to know the I1, what is the formula? Divider rule. Current I1 will be I total into the what? R2 over R1 plus R2. So if we follow this, current I1 will be what? I total is what? 10. What is resistor R1? 4. R2, 4 plus what? Plus 10. What are you going to have? 10 into 4 over what? Over, sorry, 6. Here we have 6 now. R2, 6. Hmm? R1 is 6, R2 is 6. Add it together. Hmm? The current, total current there is 10. So cancel each other. The I1 to now be what? 4 ampere. So to know the what? Current, second current, I2. The I2 will be what? The I total equal to what? R1 over R1 plus R2. I2, what is I total? 10 and what? Ampere. R1 is 4 over what? Hey, it's a mistake here. R2 is 6. Please. It's 6. So we have 4 what? Ampere. Here we have 4. We have 4 plus what? 6. What do we have? I2 will be 10. 4 over what? 10. So we cancel. The current I2 will give us what? 4 watts ampere. And we know that is what? I1. We know that I is equal to the what? I1 plus I what? I2. From Kirchhoff, what is total current given? Is 10. What is my I1? 6. What is my I2? 4. So, if they ask the question on what? On the current dividers rule, so that's how we what? We apply it. Out of the, I have to add 2 more questions. So I will solve 3, you will help me to solve the 4. And tell me the answer in the comment section. Look at question number 3. 3, solution. A parallel circuit has 2 branches of RDs. We are given R1 to be 2 ohms and R2 to be 8 ohms. The total current, I total, is equal to the what? 5 amperes. Good. What is the what? The current through this. We are looking for the current I1 and current I2. What is the formula? I1 is equal to what? I1 is equal to the what? I total into bracket what? R2 over R1 plus R2. So what is I1? I total given is 5 amperes. What is R2? Is 8. R1 is 2 plus what? 8. Plus 8. We now have what? I1 should be 5. What do we have here? 8 over what? 10. 5 years 1. 5 years what? 2. 2 goes in 8. You are left with what? 4 ampere. That is R1. So what is what? I2. I2 will be I total into bracket what? I1 over what? I1 plus I2. So I2 will be equal to the what? Total given is 5 ampere. What is R1? R1 is what? Is 2 over what? 2 plus 8 is 10. So this will give us what? 5 into 2 over what? Over 10. 5 here 1. 5 here what? 2. 2 divided by 2, 1. So I what? 2 will be what? 1 and what? Ampere. Without using this formula, like I said, since you know that I1 is what? Is 4. You can say what? I equal to the what? I1 plus I2 from Kirchhoff. They said this parallel circuit. Abi? So we are looking for I2. I2 will be what? I1 minus, no, original I will be what? I minus I1. So what is I2? I total given is 5 ampere. Minus I1 we get here, which is 4. We still have what? 1 ampere. So solve the what? The last question for me. So that is all about what? For current divider rule.